But
Yeah.
all men
Tell them.
has one time when they were about 15, 16, had discussions with their male friends about what would it be like to sleep with a little person.
Oh my.
You know what I mean?
You know, I spanked one at a party.
A male.
No, a woman.
Why are you spanking a woman for?
She was out on a date. She was a taller dwarf or a taller little person.
No, the dwarf is the
Quick
correct term.
story time. No, but I actually saw a dwarf. Like the dwarf people are like,
Smaller than
White.
the little people?
yeah, there's levels. So the dwarf is the smallest. And they could be like up to your kneecap kind of. I saw one at a party in Montreal.
Oh, those
And
little
that
miniature
yeah,
people.
yeah.
Miniature.
That's called dwarf. Or remember the guy that was in Austin Powers? The bald-headed guy? Those are dwarfs.
So dwarfs are smaller than little people.
Yeah.
Technically,
They're all little people, but the
I know they're all
dwarfs are
little
the
people,
smallest
but
ones.
the medical termination for that degenerate genes that create that or whatever is called dwarfism.
Yeah.
Right. But that's different than what they call midget,
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I don't think they're allowed to use that term anymore.
which is stupid to me. You know, it's silly because midget was the medical term.
Yeah.
It wasn't a derogatory term. And nobody, if you think of it, since you were born, and I'm older than you, nobody used the word midget to make you feel bad. You little midget, you're just skinny midget. No.
Yeah.
It wasn't a thing, you know,
Right.
because midget is actually the term.
Not anymore, I don't think. I think the correct term, the politically correct term these days is little people.
But little people is not a medical term
No.
for the whatever that causes those genes.
Right.
So the medical term was called midget.
We're okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's what they used to call it in medical books and dictionaries, midget.
Well,
But
whatever
now-
it was, I spanked one at a party.
But you spank one, the dwarf or the little
midget.
people? Okay, the
Yeah,
midget.
or I mean the little person. So she was out on a date. These were like the tallest. So they kind of came up to like here, kind of. No,
Right.
maybe even a little bit lower if I'm standing up. And so she was cute, wearing her like little leather pants, little batia stick out, bow leg and thing. And she was there with her date, and she just kept on,
Well, let me ask you something. Was the date a normal size male?
he was a taller little person.
Taller little person?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. They had it was like a cute little thing. And so they're there at the party, they're jamming, blah, blah, blah. And
Caribbean descent?
who, the little person?
Yeah, both of them or white folks?
The girl was black and the guy was white.
Interracial little people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, little people, big world. Anyway, so everybody's there jamming, having a great time. And she came and she was just fluttering around like a peacock in front of me. So I was like, okay, I see you're trying to get my attention. And she was doing a little boop, 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 boop. So I went up. And then the guy was like, that was beautiful.
What the hell are you talking about? No, what are you talking about? Jokes. So wait,
He said
you
that
didn't,
was
you didn't
so
go with the front. You
beautiful.
didn't win with the front palm. You did the backhand.
Yeah, there's a little
with this side.
backhand, yeah.
With this side of the thing. This side. Pop.
Yeah, it was firm. I liked it. I was like, that's one for the books. You're going to go into my memory.
Lot
She
of
liked it
mercy.
too. She looked back at it. I'm like, yeah, girl, I could do that for you.
That's disturbingly. But then again, men are disturbing creatures.
Yeah.
People don't understand the male psyche when it comes to sex, right? Women don't understand it, but when women try to understand it, they want to understand it from a derogatory sense. You guys are dogs. You guys are just... No, we're not dogs. We're gods. You understand? We procreate on earth. We're not dogs. We're gods,
Oh, that's the reciprocal
right?
word.
That's what we are.
Okay.
God made us. But our nature is different than yours. You understand? So because our nature is different, we think different. But
Right.
men have always had that little discussion. The only thing is, men have never had a chance to sleep with a little person.
Let me tell you something. Little people get it.
But generally they get it around other, because I remember there's a TV show about little people dating, a reality TV show.
On
ain't it?
TLC.
Something like that.
It was called Little People, Big World.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've skimmed through it and watched for like 5 minutes. Because sometimes they be beefing too. They be fighting and beefing and stuff like that. I saw this one episode, just like about maybe a month ago. I just happened to flip into channels. And then I
Yeah.
just watched for 5 minutes and I kept it moving. And the one person went and pushed the other person off the boat. Right? And then
Dwarf people?
not the dwarf, but little people.
Okay.
So then they all run to the railing, right?
Stop it.
They all run to the railing. And the boy tried to flood us in. But we always used to say, little people look cute. The girls look cute, right? They have big bombsy and thing, and they look cute.
Tic ties, big bombsy,
Yeah,
bow
but-
leg.
You would really have to be, for a person who's normal, average person, one, if it's a normal man, date and marry a little woman,
Yeah.
there's definitely have to be love. Or unless you got a serious trust fund, because let's be real, the opposites attract, but very rare in those kind of things. That's two
Okay.
polarizing opposites. I can't see myself doing it.
What about a date?
A date, maybe.
Could you give a wine? Could you give a dance?
My knees can't bend that low.
Yeah, but well, what happens?
I'd have to put her up on the stool for wind up, so this her bombsy is level with my waist.
Come line up for the wine up.
If she's winding up, if she's in front of me at a
Yeah.
dance, winding, and she's facing that way, and I'm behind her, like playing the wall, facing that way, the back of her head is by my crotch. Doesn't make no sense. She'd have to stand up on a stool to give me a wine. You know what I mean? Because when
But
you're
it is
whining,
possible.
yeah, you have to line up, right?
Listen, anything is possible.
Now, I like women.
Yes.
So because of that, if she's really feminine, if she's a nice person, if she's not a nag, I could consider a date. But to love, because it'll make life difficult. I have to think. I don't want children no more, because I'm, past
Yeah.
that. So, I don't know. Do they have a lot of children? Well, they have children, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Do they have children? Okay. Yeah, because they do have children. They have offspring and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, okay. So with that being said, but she might be of the age too, because just who I would date, she don't want no more children. But I would have to think, what would life look like? You know what I'm saying? What would life look like? And would I be content with that life?
That's a question you'll have to ask yourself.
Right.
Or if there's any little people out there that are interested in having a date with Captain or having Captain steer their little boats, holler at the show. Put something in the comments, right?
Holler at the captain.
Because how will you
Even-
know unless you don't try?
Even with the little
Maybe
people.
the little people is the love of your life, and you just don't know because you're afraid to
No.
receive.
Well, anyways, I'm not looking. So stop this.
Okay,
Okay, sorry.
I'm just trying to
Jokes
help you
aside, I'm not looking.
'Cause you
But if
said
I
all
ever
the men
was
wanted-
looking, but if I ever was looking, would I eliminate somebody from having a potential life with me, right? Based on the fact that they are a little person.
Yeah.
It's hard. And this is the problem with a lot of people scared to talk about it. There's nothing wrong with saying, nah,
That's
I couldn't
not
do
my
it.
type.
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
There's
that.
nothing wrong with saying that, because let's put it the reverse. Would you marry a little person? No. I can answer for you.
First
Marry.
of all, there's a lot of really good positive aspects that could come with being with a little person.
How?
Well, in the bedroom, of course.
How?
They're
Explain
more
this.
compact. You know what I mean? Maybe they could get to places that a grown man can't get to.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
Stop. You
I
can't
think,
be
I
seeing no
think outside
visual.
of the box.
You can't think no visual.
Well-
And only visual, because men are perverted, is the only mindset sometimes that men would think the sex might be better. But outside of that, I don't think men would look at that as a real option, right? The sex might be better. And that's a younger man. But practicality, it would be hard. It'd have to be real love there. You have to know each other for a good time. And you have to, real love, man. That would be real love.
For me, I'm sitting here wondering how the hell did we start this conversation?
It's you. You're going off on a tangent. We're talking about Balthazar. That was a hot topic. We might have to split this episode into 2 sections.
Oh
or
my
3 sections.
goodness.
But we can't put the title, would you date a
Midget
little
love?
person? No.
Little
love.
people love.
Little people love. You know?
It's a weird. We went to a weird place there.